Hey everyone, welcome to another edition of Iowa Panfishing. Recently I had the wonderful opportunity to take a couple of young men from my church out fishing with me for the first time. Their names are Clayton and Paul. And we were having a good time fishing on friend's pond in Cedar County. And we were all catching fish. We were having a great time. And something happened on one of my casts that reminded me of a story of when I went fishing with my dad. My dad and I fished quite a bit during my teenage years. In fact, there were times when the only time my dad and I could really have a civilized conversation was when we were sitting on a shoreline with our lines in the water. So I hope you enjoy this short video and this story from about, 40, 45 years ago. Take a look.
Right in front of this thing.
Oh yeah, yeah. The bass will often stay close to the dock because that's where the bait fish hang out and hide. All right. So once you've casted, right, you close your bail, and then you want to keep your rod tip kind of level with the water. And we don't have any wind this morning, but if we had wind, that would keep it from blowing your line around. And then it's just a nice steady retrieve. And then let's say you were to get a bite. This is what you do, Paul. Watch the pull. See what I did? Right? That sets the hook. And then once you have a fish on, you want to keep your rod tip up and you want to make sure that line stays nice and tight. Because you got to keep steady pressure on the fish or it could shake the hook. Does that make sense?
Yep.
All righty. Those things are mean. I had one tear open a metal basket that I had a bunch of fish in to get to the fish. Yeah, I'll have to let Nate know about that. Oh, no, it's not. That was a stick. That wasn't a turtle, that was a big stick. I got the big one of the day here. Not much of a fight though, it's just like, feels like I'm just dragging in a log, you know? Doesn't. So my dad and I used to go fishing quite a bit when I was young. And we were fishing for catfish. So with catfish, you just you put a bait, cheese or cut mackerel or chicken liver or something on the end of a big hook, and you just let it sit and you just wait. So fish really weren't biting much, and so I told my dad, hey, I need to go to the bathroom, watch my line. Wow, look at this. All right, mine was 10 feet long. I don't know how long your guys' were, but mine was 10 feet. So anyway, so I set my pole down, walk away to go to the bathroom. I come back, my dad starts yelling at me as I'm walking back, saying, Tony, you got one on there. And I see the end of my pole just bouncing up and down, just bouncing. So I run over, I set the hook, and I'm bringing something in, but it just feels like dead weight. So I eventually get it in, and it's a big, bloated, dead catfish. Must have been dead for a week. And my dad just starts laughing. What he did is he found a dead catfish on the shore. He brought my line in, hooked it, threw it back out into the water, and then he threw his line over mine to snag my line, and then just twitched it to make it look like my pole was moving. Well, I hope you enjoyed that story. And like any fisherman, I'm sure that you all have stories that you could share, funny stories, touching stories. I'd love to hear some of those. Feel free to leave a story in the comment section below. And until next time, everyone, thanks for watching this edition of Iowa Panfishing. God bless, and let's go fishing.